Hello and welcome back to everybody on the Football Zone and to a weekend review, reviewing the Premier League action from this past weekend and starting off with a big win for Brighton as they look to pursue a European spot, a 2-0 win away at Wolves. And yeah, Welbeck had a goal disallowed in the first half, but then he scored a penalty a few minutes after that, and Gruder sealed the deal in the 85th minute, giving Brighton a win. And yeah, on the whole, I'd say Brighton maybe just showed the game's quite even because, Wolves have been on great form recently, haven't they? But yeah, a big win for Brighton. It gives them a chance in ninth now to, really push for that European spot. Moving on then to Manchester City, and yeah, they only drew 0-0 at Southampton. They threw everything at Southampton, dominated the game, dominated the ball, but Southampton were very content just to sit there. And in the end, fair play to them, they got their reward. They were not the worst team in Premier League history. And yeah, I don't think they expected to get past that milestone in this game. But fair play to them. It's one of the first times this season you can say they really put in a fight. But for Man City, disappointing result. They had a chance to all but steal the top five here. But yeah, in the end, just couldn't take it, could they? Moving on into Ipswich against Brentford, a big win here for Brentford, and yeah, they'll be absolutely delighted with that. Two more games to go on. I think they'll be feeling relatively optimistic about their chances of getting into the European places now. What an achievement that would be for Brentford. It was Sade in the 18th minute who gave Brentford the lead, and yeah, a big win for Brentford this one. I mean, they did probably have the better of the game, probably just shows that Ipswich were competitive, but in the end Brentford took advantage, got the win, and yeah, what an achievement it would be if they can get into that European spot. But for Fulham, their hopes of achieving Europe took a big blow, defeated 3-1 at home by Everton. They did take the lead through Jimenez, but Mikolenko, Keane and Beto were the goals for Everton to turn it around, and yeah, Fulham probably had more of the game, more of the ball, but I think Everton on the whole probably created the chances, and in the end were deserved winners. A big win for Everton this one. I think David Moyes really building a strong platform for Everton to build off on next season. But for Fulham, yeah, I think this is a game where they would have been expecting to win, and yeah, you feel like that could be a big blow for their European chances. Bournemouth also suffered a blow, but Villa really increased their chances with a 1-0 win at Bournemouth, and yeah, it was a goal from Ollie Watkins just on the stroke of half time, and they had to spend the last 10 minutes hanging on when Jacob Ramsey was sent off, but in the end, they did just about, and yeah, it was Villa who got the win. Big for them. They're now right back in the mix for the top four. But for Bournemouth, 10th place. I mean, 2 points off. They can still do it, but it's looking like a tough battle really from here on in for them. Full-time score on Sunday in the Premier League at St James's Park was Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0, and yeah, Tonali gave Newcastle lead early, but it was a really silly tackle from elbow really from Nicholas Jackson in the 35th minute, which brought Chelsea down to 10, which kind of cost them really, and it was Bruno Guimaraes in the 90th minute who sealed the win for Newcastle with a lovely goal. But yeah, great stuff from Newcastle here. Chelsea kind of killed it off with their own silly mistake, but it gives Newcastle all but top four secured, top five secured now, but Chelsea's still right in amongst the battle. Moving on into Palace, and they defeated Tottenham 2-0 at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and it was Eze on a stroke of half time and right after half time with 2 goals in relatively quick succession. But yeah, this was really a drubbing. It could have easily been more. Tottenham are so poor. Don't know, maybe they're still recovering from Sunday, but Thursday. But it's just not good enough. The fact Tottenham are 16th and Manchester United, who will come on to in a minute, as 17th is just absolutely insane. If only one of the bottom three could have been slightly better this season, or a lot better this season. But yeah, there we go. Forest 2, Leicester 2 was the score at the City ground, and it's Connor Cody with a poacher's finish, you could say, in the 16th minute, giving Leicester the lead before Gibbs-White equalised it. Chris Wood made it 2-1, but Leicester got a late equaliser in the 81st minute, and in the end I'd say it's a fair point. But yeah, the main scenes after the game, Marinakis running onto the pitch, confronting Nuno, considering the season they've had, pretty mental scenes. Not good to see at all. But Forest, their late season Champions League push just kind of seems to be falling apart a bit, and such a shame. But moving on into Manchester United 0, West Ham 2, and Yoro going off with an injury, but it was Souček and Bowen either side of half time. And United probably did put up more of a fight from this one, but in the end, the Hammers were clinical and got the win that I think they'll feel they deserve. So big win for the Hammers. They'll be absolutely delighted by that. But I mean, for Manchester United, the Premier League form isn't exactly matching their Europe form, and they'll be hoping that's the case in the final. But similar story for Spurs really, isn't it? And moving on into finally the top two colliding, Liverpool against Arsenal, and it's 2-2 here. It was a very fast start from the champions. Gatko in the 20th and Diaz in the 21st minute made it 2-0 before Martinelli made it 2-1, Marino made it 2-2, and then he was sent off later on. Liverpool thought they'd won it late on, but Robertson had a goal disallowed through VAR for a foul. And yeah, in the end, I'd say a draw probably a fair result. Arsenal probably the better team, but Liverpool made such a fast start, and yeah, that kind of helped them. Trent Arnold booted, not good to see. I'll have a video coming out on it later in the week. But yeah,
so anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily football news, meme, and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.